hit him. I'm trying. I didn't hit him harder. I didn't get him away. Yeah, I didn't hit him. Guys, I'm trying to hit this car. Look, Daddy. Look. I just want to hit this car. I didn't get him. I didn't get him. I didn't try. I didn't hit him.
Ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. We go from Denver. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
At their own 27-yard line.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Watson, off play action. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Watson looks to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. You know what else happened on that play? He just went past 45,000 career passing yards.
He's going to cherish that moment, but he's also going to celebrate it with so many different people. Guys he's playing with currently, guys he's played with in the past, especially offensive linemen who've kept him upright to throw the ball, receivers who've caught it. I mean, just so many people to embrace. And last but not least, a lot of coaches who called a lot of passing plays.
The throw over the middle taken in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. eluding the pressure. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Broncos are off to a 14-0 first-quarter lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too. I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On play action, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
It's a gain of a yard.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, Deontay Harris. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That catch good for only a couple. Throwing again on second down. Watson. Open man, this is Lewis. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A huge play there for Denver.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down, Cook. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after 1. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Williams breaks through the contact. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field. Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Chris Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. On second down, it's Cook. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Cook following the penalty. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Broncos continue to pull away here in this first half. Rosas good with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points CD.
Well, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Handoff comes to Cook. Able to fight through 1 tackle. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Lawrence will throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will extend this big lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
From the 17, Watson. This is caught. And he's brought down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Watson. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Wheaton will return it. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
On first down, Lawrence. Thomas has got it. Complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down. Here's Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break, Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD? That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Faking the give. Now Watson. This is caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Broncos add on. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will extend this big lead. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Lawrence on third down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. first down. Here's the run with Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. On second down, it's Cook again. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. And when people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He's going deep for Brown. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lewis. Broncos. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. Roses to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
And the Titans first down.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. They go play action now. Lawrence. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Maybe a free play for Watson. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math, they did it well, and it works for them.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go to Barkley again. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The Broncos on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out, but all the game management stuff.
Barkley hit and the ball pops free. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
He dumps it off to Barkley. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And the Broncos extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will extend this big lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The Titans on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 15. And now here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Running the sweep with McLaurin. Gets past one man. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Roses now to add the PAT. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
It's a squibber that gets all the way inside the 10 anyway. And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line.
Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Finding room to the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Watson now going to run the option right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Here's 3rd and goal now from the 9. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of